Welcome back to episode 3, season 2 of the Emmaus Road Youth Podcast. My name is Joel.
My name's Emmanuel. Wow.
My name is Hannah.
And I'm Joe.
And we're going to be your hosts today. Welcome, strap in. We've got a lot to talk about. Let's go. Guys, question.
Answer.
What is the most rogue GCSE that you guys did at school?
Right.
Want me to go first?
No. I did Mandarin.
That is rogue.
It's pretty rogue,
So
but I've
rogue.
told that story lots.
I did
Leisure and tourism.
catering and hospitality.
And if you know my personality, it's very rogue. Computing.
Computing.
Do I know how to turn on a computer? Barely.
There is such a
You
diverse...
basically did a GCSE in Microsoft.
But
Microsoft 365.
there was loads of stuff about floppy disks. I don't need to know
What the
this.
heck is a floppy disk? I've never known.
Disk.
Do you know...
Do you know what a floppy disk is,
It's
Joe?
the save icon now.
No. I learned about it in school, but I never used it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
'cause it was
yeah. So you know
unnecessary
about
when
it
you
now.
learn about
Was it just like the old version of a USB stick?
Yeah, the weird.
What's the point?
I couldn't even have told you that.
Yeah, it had like a weird thing on top that you moved, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that was for.
Don't know.
It's crazy that most kids, like as in real kids, think that the floppy disk is just the save icon on a computer.
Wait, was
blown my mind.
a
Yeah.
floppy disk not a disk shape?
No, it was a square.
No, it's a square.
Okay, I didn't know this.
Whoa,
There
change.
you have it.
The-
That's up there with red and yellow.
What was the
making
most-
purple.
Yeah, making
I don't get
No, because that's a university
I don't
choice.
think
what was your favourite GCSE?
PE.
PE.
Yeah, I loved it. And like the theory of it as well as the practical. Like I really enjoyed all of it.
I'd say my favourite one it was actually science, more so chemistry.
Wow.
Because of my
Nerd.
teacher, he just made it so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
It's all about teach sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, come on, shout out to
I
the
had a
teachers.
teacher called Mr. Hyde, physics teacher, who at my school, which was a Christian school, he was the only outspoken Christian from the teachers.
Pray at the start
right?
of classes and stuff.
No, well, I'm sure he did. But one assembly, right? He did the whole assembly, and at the end of the assembly, he was like, "I've been working on a new song. Do you guys want to hear it? I've been practicing on the piano." So the whole school was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well done,
Here I
teacher."
am to worship. Are you for real? Really?
No.
Oh.
He plays similar though. He gets down, sits, plays the piano unbelievably well, and then plays the song "Amazing Grace." But you know the Tomlin version. My chains are gone,
yeah,
I've been set free. Plays the whole thing, the whole song in front of 1,200 students,
Wow.
Wow.
Very cool.
and he just gets a standing ovation. Everyone's amazing. I'm like,
Wow.
There
teacher
you
goals
go.
right there.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I've got a question. A bit of a random one. What's the most weirdest teacher's name that you had?
Ooh. How to keep it clean.
I feel like who's it? Hannah, have you got a few rogue ones? You've said before.
Not like I actually
Just
can't
times when
think
you
of-
said it, I'm just like, there's no way that's been a teacher's name.
Really? I'm trying to think.
I might be clutching at straws here.
Yeah. I didn't have any
I had a
funny ones,
Mrs.
I don't
Mac.
think.
That's a good one.
My year 2 teacher, Mrs. Mac.
I had a Mr. Peck,
Mr. Peck.
Nice.
and he was bald.
I had a Mr. Baines. He's my maths teacher and he's really clever, so we just called him Mr. Brains.
Mr. Peck.
Nice.
Nah, I
feel like we're the only two
yeah,
content-
I've
I
clutching
had
at
a-
straws.
come on, man.
I had a few that were like first names for their surnames.
Oh,
So
Oh,
my
go on.
maths teacher was definitely called Miss Lacey. And I'm like, Lacey's just like
it's first
the
name.
first name.
Yeah.
What about-
She went on Total Wipeout.
Stop
Um,
it.
No,
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That is more
Good.
important.
Yeah,
That's
she went
good.
on Total Wipeout.
How did it go? Did she win?
Not well.
Oh.
The big red.
Did you guys?
The
Did you
punch
guys?
wall, innit?
The punch-
Yeah, I did it. I
What did
did
your
it.
maths teacher get punched in the face by a wall?
Yeah,
It was excellent.
it's funny.
Did you find that video and
100%.
and just constantly
Oh, I
show
was
it?
all
Yeah.
over.
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
put it in your year 11 end of year video.
That's so good. I love
Yeah, it was great.
that.
Miss
Did
Lacey.
anyone, here's a question. Did anyone else's teachers at the end of your school year do like a cringy music video? Or is that just like an up north
Did you
thing?
grow up in Disney?
As in, how did that
You
music
know,
video go?
so at
something
the
to
end-
relate.
Perform it. Give me a microphone. Come on.
At the end of, I remember it was, at the end of, when you get to year 11, at the end of the year, they would always like surprise you with a video. Like they've done a music video to a song. So
Whoa.
What song did they do for your year?
Yeah, they did, I think it's Uptown Funk.
Stop it.
So like they just did random, like.
Did they like change the lyrics?
No, they didn't.
Because that song's got some
They would
dodgy
do it
lyrics.
like that. Like that, and then it would just be like random dances and stuff like that. One year they did, was it Can't Stop the Feeling?
Wait a minute.
Can't Stop the
Yeah,
Feeling.
Justin Timberlake.
Inside my
that one.
bones.
So it's just like an unknown thing.
Well,
Yeah, forget it.
To be fair-
Guys, I'll do my own podcast talking about nothing school.
Our teachers did perform in the skill talent show. Like they did that in the skill talent show.
Yeah, that's funny.
The teacher's performance.
Yeah, they did
That'd
like a
be
dance.
so good.
It was very cringe.
That did not happen.
If you were going to sing a song on X Factor, what's your audition song?
Have we had this conversation before?
This
Sing
is
it,
a
you
good
feel like you've got to do
question.
something big.
You got to do something good, ain't you? That's a good question.
I think I'm more suited to a ghetto band, to be honest.
What?
Like if I'm
You're more
auditioning-
suited to a girl band.
But would you
Yeah,
be like
or
the
in
one
a
that gets like
band. I'm not-
split up
Yeah,
and
you
then
just
re-
as
I'm
soon as
not
you
strong enough to
as
be a
soon as you
lead.
got up there, you just burst out laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not strong enough to be a lead, but I would love to dance.
just
We can start a band right here.
yeah.
What would be our band name?
East Side.
Side.
Two Directions.
This is
I got it. Poets on a Balcony.
I just want to throw over my mouth.
what would be what would be our hit single?
Poets on a Balcony release.
A cover of American Boy by Adele.
Take me on a trip.
Poets on a Balcony release all your favourite 90s worship music.
Yeah.
But just like
Just a
remade.
Vineyard cover album.
All right. Anywho, we should probably move on. Guys,
Definitely.
Have we done the actual intro? I don't even know. Have we done that bit?
Yeah.
Welcome to who knows? Welcome to back to our episode of the Emmaus Road Youth Podcast. This is episode 3 of season 2, and we've been looking at over the past couple of episodes this title: what Jesus means for ... And we've looked at my past, my relationships, and today we're going to be looking at what Jesus means for my schedule, my day-to-day, my everyday life. What does Jesus mean for how I organise my time, how I organise my priorities, and all that sort of stuff. And as we get older, as you grow up, your schedule, your priorities, your time constantly changes. And I don't know if you've noticed this. Have you ever gone up to someone and said, "Hiya, how you doing?" And they go, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm busy."
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. If it's not exams, it's after school clubs. If it's not after school clubs, it's homework. If it's not homework, it's work. Or if it's not that, it's just I'm seeing a lot of people, right? And so, like, what does it mean to follow Jesus in a culture which says it's good to always be busy? We're going to unpack that a little bit today and what the antidote for that is. But I got a game to begin with.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
It's not as good as the
Ready.
blind ranking game, which I very much
good.
enjoy.
It's solid game.
But this game is called Meet in the Middle. Okay, and we're going to do this we're going to do this a few times, and you do it in pairs. Okay, so we might start with you guys on the sofa.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That happened.
Oh, it happened.
That happened.
It went on.
Oh
Nice.
boy. I don't know how we recover from this. No, what we're going to do is I'm going to count to 3, and you guys are both going to say a word, right?
Oh, yeah.
A random word, and then you, after a couple of rounds, you're going to get closer and closer and closer to the point where you're saying exactly the same word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Whoever gets it, like if you, the trick is to get it in as few guesses, like a few round as possible.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I
So-
think we got this.
Do you make sense?
Yeah.
Telepathically trying to communicate your word right now. Here we go. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
House.
Ooh. That's pretty
House and
close. I
bread.
feel like I feel like you could
Yeah.
get this. 1, 2, 3.
Ginger.
Bakery.
Oh,
What did you say? Ginger and
Ginger?
what?
Like gingerbread house.
What
That's
did you
fair,
say?
I said bakery.
bakery
Bacon.
and
A
ginger.
bread house. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that was
Wow,
not the
wait,
direction I was
this
going to
is
go.
terrible.
I thought you were going to say toast
Here we go.
or breakfast or
Sorry, I need to
breakfast.
think of words.
No, I've...
1,
Come on, there's a... Right,
2,
there's a really obvious one.
3.
Biscuit.
Sorry, I got straight. I didn't
Biscuit and sorry.
You're getting further away.
Biscuit
This
and
is good.
sorry. Is like,
Okay, are you ready?
Do you know what
That was round
yeah.
3. Round 4. Here we go.
Right, is
1,
sorry the word?
1, 2, 3.
Gift.
What did you say? Cake and gift.
Oh, there's a really easy.
Ready? Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Birthday.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Awesome.
we were so close.
All right.
Biscuit and Sorry
Oh,
came
sorry,
out.
that was totally just.
Okay.
mannequin.
Can me and Emmanuel do it?
Let's do it.
And
Joe.
so
Let's
can
lock
someone
in.
count for us?
Let's
Right.
lock in.
3, 2, 1.
Music.
There we go.
That feels like cheating.
Right, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Guitar.
Drums.
Oh!
You ready? 3.
No, I'm not.
Wait.
I don't know if to wait until I.
No,
okay,
3, 2, 1.
Singing.
Oh, I didn't have a word.
No, okay.
That's I.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Bass.
Worship. Oh, you're just naming instruments
got-
now.
we got- okay.
Okay, all right.
Let's just name the
Wait,
You
band.
ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Leading.
Yeah!
Joe's on the floor.
It's the party.
Oh god,
You good down there, Joe?
it's good. It's good.
so close.
Yeah,
So
no,
far, and
it just started going.
There was so much hope in that first guess.
Oh.
I heard you say it and said, I was like, we did it. All right. Oh, we started off so well.
It's good.
Are you keeping
Should we do
going,
another
or is that-
combo of people?
What?
Should we do another one? Right.
What? Me and you, or different?
No,
pairing?
why don't we do Emmanuel and Hannah?
Yeah. All
Right,
right.
here
Cool.
we go.
And then we'll go.
Right.
All right. Lock in.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Scotland. I just thought you
What did you say?
Scotland.
because I just was like
Scotland, okay.
trying to think
Okay.
what he would think.
Right. Go on.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Road
C?
trip.
Okay, we're getting close.
Are you?
1, 2, 3.
Seaside.
I said beach, but I was ridiculous. Because I just okay.
1, 2, 3.
Sand.
Ice cream.
I was going to say so.
Okay.
Sand and ice cream. Like, let me think.
This is it.
Okay.
Got it. Got this one.
1, 2, 3.
Sun.
Spade.
Son.
No. Right.
So when you get close,
Okay.
you start to get.
This time.
That was your
this
fifth
Last
time.
two words.
1, 2, 3.
Slushies.
What are you saying?
What did you say?
Bucket.
Bucket. I said slushies.
Never my first.
Start
Guys.
going wild.
A middle ground between buckets and slushies feels like.
That was 6.
A
This is your
middle,
7th
a
one.
middle
Yeah.
between.
Right.
You ready? Here we go. 1,
I've not
2,
got one.
3.
Sunshine.
Surely cup was the middle
That was
ground
7.
between bucket and
Yeah.
You ready? This is number
Wait,
8.
what did
Do
you
you want
say?
to know what I said? Because I just like panicked. I was like slide, but I was
Slides.
Slide.
Right, so
Right,
slide
this is number
and
8.
sunshine.
Here we go.
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
Water slide.
This time.
That was
You
number
can't just
8.
say it with enthusiasm and hope
Park
it's the same.
and what did you say?
Water slide.
1, 2, 3.
Flip.
Oh, goodness.
Please, nah.
That was number
Call
9.
it there.
Right, last one. Otherwise, then you give up. Here we go. Flume and whatever you said. Whatever. Just say the same word.
Right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Sand. All right.
All right.
Should we have a go?
That went badly.
Countdown for me and Joel.
Right.
Okay.
Are you guys the only ones who've done it so far? That is pretty good going.
Ready?
You gave us all hope this would be easy.
3, 2, 1.
Guitar.
Josh.
Josh and guitar. Is that what it's what?
I forgot I was doing it.
So Josh
didn't
and guitar. Here we go.
It's not what you said, it's the way you said it.
3, 2, 1.
I can't breathe. Breathe. Oh.
He wasn't ready.
Right,
Right.
so Josh and guitar.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Rich Dawson.
Rich Dawson. And what did you say?
Electric.
Rich Dawson.
Electric
Rich
and
Dawson's
Rich
the person
Dawson.
that knows.
Right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bass.
Worship.
There we go.
Worship and bass has got you before you
3,
need to.
2, 1.
Is
Drums.
Hamilton.
Ah!
Oh!
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Lord, you are good.
Oh.
What did you
I
say?
don't,
Gospel.
I don't like naming people
Gospel and
helpful.
Lord, you are good. Wow, okay.
They're very close.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
I can't think of a word. I'm
Right,
too
Lord,
quick.
you're good. And what do you
3,
say?
2, 1.
I'm
Big
a friend
church
of
day
God.
out.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Back church day out.
3, 2, 1.
Wild
What?
Vice.
Oh! No, that doesn't count. All right. Nick, what are we on? What round are we on?
Israel Houghton and Big Church Out was the last time we both said a word.
Right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Churros.
Oh,
didn't
this
say a
is
word.
going.
I think we've lost it.
Yeah,
What is that, though?
Yeah, this is.
I feel like I really want to do it, though. Then I want to have succeeded.
Alright, go
We've
on.
only succeeded once.
Should it be you, Joe?
All right.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's just go on a different buyers, right? Different one.
3,
I'm just going to say a random word for the
Right.
first one.
Here we
3,
go.
2, 1.
Home.
Rugby.
Okay.
Ooh, this could be
3,
fun.
2, 1.
Nottingham.
What did you say?
I said Chopham. It's the name of the rugby club I play for.
Should've known
I'm not
that.
supposed to know that.
I panicked.
Right.
So Nottingham.
Chop 'em. 3,
Right.
2, 1.
Me.
Vineyard.
Oh. What's that got to do with Chopham?
Vineyard. What have you said? What did you just
I
say?
said me.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Church.
I was going to say your twin brother.
He's also called George.
There you go. Right, so church and your twin brother.
3, 2, 1.
Family.
I'm gone.
Insane.
Yeah, this
All right, come on. Right,
We're
have to
bad
now.
at this game.
This is it. We got to start and finish well.
Right.
Very.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Emmaus Road.
It's close.
Oh my
Okay.
word.
Yeah, but they're
3,
too close.
Surely.
3, 2, 1.
Pick Greg.
Guildford.
What would have gone podcast?
I feel like there's a good middle ground
There
for
is.
that.
Here we go.
I think
3, 2, 1.
Peter Burton.
24/7.
Oh.
It was
Sorry,
definitely
that was
Peter
so,
Burton.
I'm sorry, I was so off.
Okay,
Okay,
27.
24/7 and Peter Burton.
Well, you know, maybe I'll just.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Prayer.
Ibiza.
I was thinking Ibiza.
That is so close, right? Ibiza and prayer. That
3.
just goes back 24/7.
3, 2, 1.
Worship.
Beach. Oh. This is harder than it looks.
So hard.
Beach and worship.
3, 2, 1.
Sun.
Sunset.
We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you.
Yeah, take that one. Wow.
That was
eh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
sun.
really
hard.
failed on that one, I must say.
No,
That's
it's
my
good. We
downfall.
got there. You're the common denominator. You won it, did it twice. The rest of us failed, unless we were partnered with you. But then you
Wow.
guys still fucked.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
was good at
That
this
was.
game.
I would do that for a long time because that was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
That was one of the better games we've done on the podcast. So today we're talking about priorities, your schedule, your day to day. Tell us, what does a day in the life of you look like? Walk us through. You know, there's like Instagram videos, like get ready with me, or like a morning with
Like a
a morning
typical
with
day.
me. Yeah. Like what is it? What does
Work
it look
or
like?
non-work?
It's true.
I'd say work.
Okay, cool.
Which I mean, when you work with the youth in the youth team of Emmaus Road, that changes every day.
It's true.
But yeah, do a work day because that's what you do most of the time, I guess. So who's going to go first?
I feel like I've got to process mine, externally
I can
process
go
it.
first.
Go on,
Yeah,
then.
go for it.
All right. So day usually starts at 5:30 when Ava, my 6-month-old baby, wakes up.
Come on, Ava.
But she will go back to sleep if she's in bed with me.
Yeah.
So she comes into bed, right? Then she'll sleep till then she'll sleep till 8 o'clock. But then my 4-year-old arrives.
Come on, Lala.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wakes us up. Immediately wants Cheerios. So I immediately have to have breakfast. I have breakfast as soon as I wake up.
Wow.
At 7 o'clock.
Wow.
Right. Do the morning. 7 o'clock. Get him ready for school. All get ready. Out of the house by 8:20. Drop him to school. Jump in my car. Usually it's driving to Guildford, or going into our office in Woking. If it's a Wednesday, we always have staff meeting. Always hang out, get to worship together. Followed by plan burrito. Shout out to
Come
Seth
on,
Thomas.
yes.
Always get a plan burrito on a
Plan
Wednesday.
burrito.
Love a plan.
Do some work in the afternoon. Sometimes it's planning for podcasts. Sometimes it's picking set lists for Sundays, running orders for Sundays, having coffee with people. I had an Olenstein coffee yesterday. Worst coffee I've had in my life.
Really?
What?
Terrible coffee.
Wow.
Absolutely. Sorry to bash Olenstein, but their oat milk was just awful. And
Oh, dear.
Ben's given me like the nods. He agrees with me.
Yeah.
So might have a coffee at work remotely in the afternoon, and on a Wednesday, because that's what I'm on, go home and we have a bunch of like friends come over in the evening every
Nice.
Wednesday.
Oh.
Bed by 10.
No,
Dishwasher
that's
on.
early.
Dishwasher on, bed by 10. Did you hear what time my daughter wakes up?
Oh yeah, it's true.
That's me.
6 a.m. Right, so hearing that has helped me process my. Right, so my day, we'll do a Wednesday as well. Usually up by. Usually awake.
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, it's usually 7 a.m., 7:15, depending on if I want that little 10 minutes or not. Then it's spending that kind of tends to be like 40 minutes. I tend to get ready quite quick, and then like I try to do a bit of house stuff, like maybe
A bit cleaning, washing up.
Yeah.
A bit hoovering.
Out the train,
Clean the toilet. Clean the toilet.
Yeah. All of that. just kind of, you just got to make sure you got to, I don't know, just do a bit of something to I've done something to start my day off well.
Productive.
Then it's like the journey in. That tends to be kind of on the emails, the WhatsApps, just checking what's going on. Be like, okay, making a bit of a mental note of what's coming up. Then it's like usually, worship or time with the team, which is great. And then the afternoons tends to be like people meeting day or like, coffees and catch-ups or whatever. Or sometimes it's like, I need to do this and prioritising my time a little bit. And then usually got youth stuff kind of sort of sorted by then. And then Wednesday nights tends to be, I'm trying to think. Usually there's like a good series going on at the minute. So at the minute, watching Interior Design Masters.
That's not what I was thinking.
Come on. Interior Design Masters is phenomenal.
It's hard to feel excited about that.
It's just, no.
I was like, race across the
Not
world.
sure I agree.
Brilliant.
Race across the world. That's
That. Or like I'm rewatching Day of the Jackal at the minute. If you know about that.
Day of the Jackal.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Sky.
Sure.
It's on Sky.
And then maybe it tends to be like go out somewhere, I don't know, little drinky poo, little, little, I don't know, whatever. And then in bed, usually it's like 11.
That's late.
I'm not going to lie.
Don't remember the last time I saw
It's a late one. But, because it's just like, but then once I'm in bed, I'm sleeping. Like
Straight away.
Yeah. So it's not like in bed, have a little half an hour. It's in there.
Fair.
And see you
Fair.
later. So I probably give you a bit more than what you actually wanted. Then.
No, love that.
Team beige sofa.
Team beige. I'm early. I'm like 5:20 a.m. This is not by choice. Can I just say, when
5:20?
people are like, "Oh, my 5 a.m. routine," my
Yeah.
body just is like, "It's your time to shine." I am like
Arise.
that. Yeah, I am up and ready to go. Like, and then I'll normally go to the gym. Well, I'll read my Bible first, and then I'll go to the gym for either a 6 o'clock class or a 7 o'clock.
Have you done High Rocks before?
Maybe just the one.
Yes.
And I've only done it once.
I love that.
Give you little cups.
Have to.
The little cups. So then gym, home, showered, changed, breakfast. That's very detailed.
Nah, Hannah's done a full day.
I know. I actually
You
normally
got High
start
Rocks in the
work.
morning.
I normally start work like 8, half 8. Like that's when I'm at my best. And then
Morning person over here.
Yeah. And then like Wednesdays can differ quite a lot. It can be like I'll be meeting someone, or it'll be like staff meeting, or like just planning for Sundays, or meeting like an old a youth or something like that. And then in the evening I've just started running a collective, which is fun.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So yeah.
Shout out to Hannah's Collective.
Yeah, so that's very fun. And then I try being in bed before 10, but recently I've not been doing a good job of that. So not been getting much sleep.
Ooh.
But
Are you someone who wakes up at the same time regardless of what time you go to bed?
yeah,
Oh, that's painful.
yeah, it's like the other morning,
Changes up.
Monday night, went to bed like just before 12 and then woke up at like 5:15 because it was rough. We were going swimming in the morning, so I had to be out by 6.
Wow.
That's
My day
that's
does
painful.
not look like that. It's pretty boring, to be honest.
You
I
don't
get
have
up
to
like
share.
7. I don't really have much of a routine in the mornings. I'd always like to have more of a routine, but I sort of just, depending on how I feel, far too often I stay in bed for as long as I physically can until I have to get up, and then I'll normally walk into work, catch up on some WhatsApps or messages, and then very much depends on the day as to what I'm doing. Just
I feel like
so boring.
I
You
feel like
sound so
Joe's
sad
posture
about
right
your
now
routine.
is just like an insight into like the morning Dave, just like Yeah, just walking.
The day's happening.
It's just so uneventful. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You sound sad about your own date.
You do.
Well, guys, I've recently moved in.
You sound sad about your own.
But the average day's not the most exciting. No, I've recently moved in with my cousins, and that does mean that I have been waking up earlier because I now live with a 6-year-old who has no respect for my sleep.
Do they try to come in?
No, they're good at that. Good boundaries. Well, they've been told that if my door is shut, they're not allowed to knock, so they're not allowed to come in. But they are very good at standing right outside my door and shouting, "I wonder if Joe's awake yet." So I don't know quite how intentional it is, but there probably is pretty on purpose. They're pretty smart kids, so yeah.
That's what he's doing.
But yeah, so my morning routines have recently changed, having moved
That's it.
house. But yeah.
So in that, only person to mention that they have it like to read the Bible or something like that was Holy Hannah over here. But I don't think that we would disagree that having some sort of time carved out each day to spend time with God is an important thing. Right? You've probably heard this like so much like at home. Like if you go to youth, you go to church, like regularly spending time with God to build that relationship is really important. Right, and so that can look different at like different points in your life. If you've just moved house, you're trying to work out new rhythms, or you just had a kid, like I've done recently. It always looks different for everyone, right? What does your like devotional life look like at the moment, or like if you would rather answer the second like half question, what did it look like when you were a teenager? Tell us that story. Paint a little visual picture for us. Who's gonna go first?
I can go first. To be honest, I don't think I had much of a devotional life as a teenager.
Wow.
I don't like. I probably did slightly, but it wouldn't have been like until I went to uni. I started properly like reading my Bible and that kind of thing. But just now, I start, and we've talked about this before, but I write down things I'm thankful for, and then I have like a Bible like notes thing that I use, and then I'm reading like. I really need guidance whilst I'm reading the Bible because so I'm doing I'm reading that's like people of the Old Testament. So read about Hannah this morning, which was my namesake.
Strong lady.
Wow, come on.
And then I do lectio, and then I like write down all my prayers at the end. I'm up for so long.
How long does it
so
take
much
you
time
to do all of that?
Probably like 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
But
It's a
I
sort of time.
have the time. So yeah.
Time.
I remember, so as a teenager, like a lot, my rhythm was, the thing that helped me a lot was being involved with church community.
Yeah.
So like, and I loved being in the band then and all that sort of stuff. So I was like regularly like learning songs or listening to worship music or that type of thing. But another thing that helped me was I remember in the evenings, I got into quite a good rhythm of this, but in the evenings reading like a passage of the Bible and then just making some notes on it. But I remember what was really helpful for me was that I kind of like, no note was kind of off limit. Just like whatever came to my mind or whatever I thought about it, I just wrote it down.
Yeah.
So there'd be some random thoughts in there, but there'll be some that were like, all right, maybe carried a bit more meaning to them. But it was just in that habit of like, I'm at least going to try and just get something in me to some degree. And I think I found the element of there being no pressure on what I wrote freeing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I was like, oh, no one's going to read this. And
We do that a lot, don't we? We put so much pressure on what we feel like our time reading the Bible or time has to look like it has to be. Actually, sometimes you don't need to put like so much pressure on, like even how long it is. Like, it was only 5 minutes today, or only 2 minutes today, or I just managed to say a prayer. It's like I didn't do enough. I'm like, well, like you did what you could do in that moment of time. I think that's like really important to like think about. What about you, Joe? What is your day like?
Yeah, I mean, I've probably been like up and down with particularly reading the Bible. I've always found that quite hard, and being a good rhythm of that. And so sometimes I've been in habits of like reading like a chapter a day and have been good, more disciplined with it. And then other days, well, sometimes nothing, but often I try and read at least like I've got the YouVersion Bible app, and I try and at least read the like verse for the day and like prayer around that on my way into work. But one thing I've done for a long time now is, and it's not in the morning, but when I go to bed, of like getting into bed and like praying, literally just closing my eyes and thanking God for the day, and I've got into a good habit of, and there's almost like a bit of a script in my head of how I do it, which I find really helpful.
It's a liturgy.
Yeah. For a long time now, I've wanted to write sort of my own liturgies for different points in the day, which I haven't quite got round to yet. But
That's strong.
yeah,
I remember being given a bit of advice by a guy called Bill Cusack, who's on the team at, and he was like, one thing that he did was, and I did this for a while, but it got really intense, is he set an alarm to go off on his phone every 15 minutes. That in taking the alarm out of his pocket, just clicking snooze, as he did that, he was like, Lord, be involved in this conversation with this person.
Wow.
Thank you for what just happened. Like, just 5-second prayer, but every 15 minutes. Like, for what he was doing, just kept like the God in. I was like, I don't think I could do it for 15 minutes, but imagine you do that like once an hour. Like, you can translate it down. I have this like rule where I try to only listen to worship music before 12 a.m. And so, like, before, when I'm driving, because like from the moment I wake up, because of the kids, I'm like doing something for someone else, basically, apart from when I'm driving. Right, when I get to church, when I get to work, like, you're in with people, you're at a staff meeting. As soon as I wake up, I'm making breakfast, I'm like getting the kids dressed, I'm taking them to school, I'm changing Ava's nappy. Like, I'm always doing something for someone else, and so to focus on something else is really difficult in those moments. And so whenever but what music does is music's sort of happening in the background of while that stuff's going on. So like, I'll play music in the kitchen while I'm making all the kids breakfast, and it'll be like a worship song.
Yeah.
And I'll try and only have that going, so that as I go about my morning, I'm having just worship music and like praise music about God playing and filling my subconscious. And then at some point in the day, whenever that is, whether it's early morning, late at night, in the afternoon, open my Bible, read some verses, listen to Lectio. That changes all the time, just because of the time is. It's not crazy, but it's interesting how like different everyone's like approach is, isn't it? It's like you can't copy and paste something onto your own experience and expect it to work. Like, I think so often we can do that, where we be like, oh, I'll just do that and it'll work for me. Like, actually, that isn't the reality. But why is time like that important? And I guess linking it to like the topic of today, when we talk about priorities and your own schedule, why is it important that we prioritize that time with the Lord? Why is it important we schedule it in to our day? What's it doing?
Well, I think if we are going to be followers of Jesus and we believe like God is God, then we need to prioritise spending that time. And we've talked a lot about it in other episodes, where it's like prioritising prayer and prioritising reading the Bible. You get to know him more. And you're seeking him, you get to know him more. So it's just about relationship again. It's about your relationship with him. But I think for me personally, like, the times I felt most anxious or stressed, recentering myself and just sitting with God and reading my Bible and praying, really sets me up for the day and really gives me a peace. And so often I'll be reading the Bible and then it's like, or I'm reading something and that verse feels so specific for that day or for that moment. I'm going through something that, if I read it before I've started that day. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you talk about having a relationship with Jesus, the whole thing of relationships require you to spend time with the person you're in a relationship with, and obviously Jesus isn't currently here in physical form right now, and so like I can't sit on a sofa with him like I am with you guys, but the way we spend time with Jesus is then through the spiritual disciplines of prayer, reading the Bible is a big one, worship. And so I think if we want to have a relationship with him, like you say, get to know him, we have to spend time with him. And so I think making time for that, and I think spending time with your friends and stuff is actually probably easier when you're at school because you just see them all the time. But one thing that sadly, for the young people listening, you might learn when you become an adult is that you have to be way more intentional about the time you make for your friendships. And so like, you don't just happen to go for coffee with a friend as an adult. Like, you have to plan it in, or you have to find a time, because it's not life gets busy. And so I think it's the same thing for spending time with Jesus. If you don't make time for it, it just won't happen. Like, it's not just going to happen by chance. So I think it's helpful to be.
In series 1, there's like in one of the episodes we did, like a short was made of me talking about how your relationship with Jesus is more important than exams. And I talked about that for a second, and that got like quite a few views, I guess. And we all got quite animated, like yes, we all agreed with that. Like, unpack that for a minute. Like, why is that such a big thing to think about? Why was that such? Wasn't controversial, but like, we all got quite animated about like the truth behind that. Why is that something that we need to think about? Like, how we prioritize things.
I'll jump in on that. I think for me, it's just like really, really specifically is doing that. I think shifts our focus from Jesus to our results or what we can achieve. And I think ultimately it's the wrong focus. Like, our eyes should be on Jesus throughout it all. Yeah. And I think, and that's not to say that our exams aren't important. They are important, but realistically, they're not more important than our relationship with God. Yeah. And I think it's to kind of like, okay, how does that look practically? Again, we kind of referenced it, I think, in an earlier episodes. I think we like to sometimes have like checkpoints with Jesus and not actually go through stuff with him. Yeah. And I think finding a healthy rhythm through particularly exam season, because I think realistically, right, just kind of on / off topic, we're not spending all day revising. No. unless I'm like in a building, like you're not for every minute of every like all day revising. Like
6 a.m. to 10
p.m. You're
p.m.
not doing that, and I'm sure even people would say it would be unhealthy to do that. Like, that's not realistically. You're not doing that. You're doing a few hours at a time, and I think practically, in those times when you're not revising or whatever, what would it look like to kind of prioritize Jesus from a whole in that space? And I think that's essentially probably what we're saying is like exams, like we're not discrediting them. We're not kind of saying they don't matter. No. But I think just putting a bit of context to it and understanding of going, it's Jesus that's like created all this anyway. And we're not saying sack off your exams and just worship Jesus for exam season and pray the answers come to you when you open the page. But I think how we walk that season is just so important. Because I think, I've experienced young people that have almost like got nowhere with faith by the end of exam season. They get to, results day. Results are not what they thought they'd imagined. And they've just found themselves in like a real just tough spot because it's like, okay, well, I left Jesus before exam season started, and now I feel like I really need him. It's almost like they're kind of like starting from scratch, and obviously God's grace is enough for us. But I've seen other young people that have walked with Jesus through that, and God, you know what, come what may, like Jesus is everything that I need. And their exam results have been mixed or whatever. Some of they're happy with what they got, some of them are not, but essentially they've not let it take over their life.
Yeah.
There's like a saying or a quote, and I'm really bad for remembering quotes, so this might not be exactly accurate, but it's like what you spend the most time thinking about or what you spend the most time doing is what you worship or what you idolize.
I was literally thinking the exact same quote.
But that's true. Like, if we're not going to spend time thinking about Jesus or scheduling in time to worship Jesus, then he's not going to be who we worship.
I was thinking the exact same quote. I was like, it's not like if you spend 6 hours a day revising or 6 hours a day hanging out with friends or 6 hours a day at school. It's not like what we're saying is spend those 6 hours reading the Bible. It's like when you sit and you have your day and you map your day out, what's the first thing that goes into your diary?
Yeah.
Like, is the first thing that goes into your diary, I'm going to watch that new Netflix show this evening? Or is it, I'm going to get up at 7 instead of 7:30 and spend half an hour doing Lectio? Like, when you plan your day out, either if you do it in a diary or if you just do it even a bit mentally, is the first thing that goes into it something that's going to build your relationship with God or something that's just going to be fun? And I think for a lot of people, what I find when I talk to young people, it's like you cram in and you talk about, like, they talk about the first thing I'm going to do is like, I'm going to revise in the morning, revise in the afternoon, and then what is left, I will give over to other things. I'm like, no, what is left from your like time with the Lord, which will be 98% of your day.
Yeah.
You can give to other things. It's just all about what we give back to Him. And I always used to think, like, this is just a little bit off topic here. When you come to church, not often, but sometimes we talk about like giving money, right? Like what we give back to God, we give it as an offering, or we might use the word like tithes and offerings, something like that. Church talk about like a lot, I guess, over the course of history. What do we give? Jesus actually talks about money. It's the second thing he talks about. It's the second most thing he talks about is money. The first most being his kingdom. And I was like, well, for a teenager, for someone who's like doesn't have any money, what does that mean for them? And I was like, well, time is money. Your time is what you trade for like, is what you trade to accrue things, whether that's knowledge, information, wealth, and stuff like that. And so what time are you giving away to be with the Lord or to serve Him? And it's not like a pressure thing. It's not like, oh, I need to do X amount of hours before I hit the quota, but it's like it's just a reshaping your like mindset to almost be like, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I give 20 minutes to the Lord here. And then it might be like, oh, do you know what? I've got a day where I'm filming an episode of the Emmaus Road Youth Podcast from 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. because we're trying to do the whole season in one day, right? Not because we would never do that, right? No. It's like, when am I going to do it? Okay, you've got a busy day. Genuinely, realistically, your time with the Lord is going to be shorter, but how are you still trying to make sure that you work that into your time, in your day?
And I think
it's hard.
It's really hard, but I think it benefits you as well.
Big time.
And like the wisdom and kind of a spiritual discipline it is. Reading the Bible is a spiritual discipline, but that discipline grows so much fruit and you gain so many skills from that as well. So it's not just about, I need to spend time with God, and yes, your relationship will grow, but also like your wisdom, your discernment, your patience, all these other fruits will grow as well.
Yeah. Question. As we close up, the start of the podcast, I asked you what your most favourite or like most rogue GCSE was. Computer science, food tech, tourism,
leisure and tourism,
in Mandarin Chinese, right? I gave like 2 years GCSE time studying those. I'm sure you guys did as well. But I remember more, and what is more useful to me now is the things I learnt in youth than what I learnt in those subjects.
It's true.
Like, there's also like a longevity to this.
Yeah,
like, exams are really, really important. Don't get me wrong. We're never going to discredit that. They really, really are. And there are some that are more important than others. Like maths and science and English were more important than my Mandarin. Right? We get that nuance and that complexity. We really, really do. Okay, you can never just discredit it. But the word of the Lord, He is timeless. Like His wisdom. There's a reason why the 10 Commandments are still quoted today.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
That's just timeless wisdom that we could be using to influence our lives, or I could have revised for 50% more time to get my Mandarin GCSE from an E to a D, which is a better use of my time. Looking back on it, it's an obvious answer. When you're there in it, it's not so obvious, I guess. But when I'm looking back on it, it feels obvious, right?
Yeah, massively.
That's true.
Should we pray?
Yeah.
Joe, why don't you pray for
Let's
us?
pray. Yeah, Father God, we thank you that you are that you desire a relationship with us, and we thank you that we get the privilege of spending time with you. And I ask this week that you would draw close to us and give us that extra bit of motivation to get the discipline to spend time with you, but also that we would just find a real joy in the time that we spend with you.
Yes, Lord.
That we would feel an increased hunger to spend time with you first thing in the morning particularly, but also just whenever we can, and that there would just it wouldn't just be this religious practice that we have to do to be a good Christian, but actually it would be a thing that we look forward to and that we enjoy and that we reap the fruit of and that we see the fruit of in our own lives.
Yes.
So we thank you that you're faithful and that you love us. Yes. We thank you and we love you. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well, thank you guys for tuning into episode 3. It's been fun.
Yeah. That game.
We're going to play that again sometime. And if you've got like any questions or you want to reach out and talk about this, or you'd like to just extend this conversation, do get in touch. You can do that by just commenting on any video or get in touch at youth@emmausroad.com. And we'd love to chat. We love hearing from you guys. And so have a great week, everyone. See you later. Bye.